Welcome to Atlas. In this screencast, you'll learn how to use the Atlas Visual Editor to author and revise your content. First, sign into the Atlas system by entering your email and your password. When you sign into the Atlas system, you'll see a list of projects under your user account in the left-hand column. Choose the project you'd like to work on by clicking it from this list. To create a new file within your project, simply click the New File button in the bottom left corner of the Files dashboard and enter the desired file name. When you create a new chapter, it will be pre-populated with a heading and body text that you can use to get started quickly. To save the changes that you've made, you can either click the Save button in the upper right corner, or similarly, you can hit Command-S or Control-S on your keyboard. To delete a file in the Atlas system, simply click the corresponding red trash can icon next to the file you wish to delete. You will be prompted to confirm that you wish to delete the file. Select OK. To edit an existing file in your project, simply click on that file name from the list. This is a sample chapter which includes full chapters worth of content to illustrate the various different features available in the Atlas editor. When editing text, Atlas provides several inline styling options that you can use. For example, to put text in bold, simply click the B button. Similarly, the Command-B or Control-B keyboard shortcut on your computer will also toggle on and off bold styling. To put text in italics, click the I button in the styling toolbar. You can put text in both bold and italics by choosing both options. To insert a hyperlink in the text, simply select the text for which you'd like a hyperlink and enter the URL to which you'd like it linked. In web outputs, such as EPUB, MOBI, and HTML, your hyperlinks will be clickable and will navigate users to the web. In print outputs, the hyperlink will be output in parentheses following the text. To insert an internal hyperlink to another section of the book, first add an ID to the section. Click the ID button in the top toolbar, and then enter an easily human-readable, unique identifier for the section. Then click OK. Then enter your cross-reference text, select the text you'd like to use as the cross-reference, click the XREF button, and enter the ID you just created, and then click OK. Other elements you can create using the Atlas Visual Editor include numbered lists and bullet lists. To create a numbered list, simply click the Numbered List button in the styling toolbar. As you enter items for the list, Atlas will automatically pre-pen numbers for you. If you'd like to switch your numbered list to a bulleted list, simply click the Bulleted List button. And if you'd like to change text back from a list into standard paragraphs, click the button again, and the text will be returned to paragraph form. It's also simple to insert tables into Atlas content. Simply choose the Table button from the styling toolbar up top. In the Rows and Columns field, enter the number of rows and columns which you'd like for your table. You can also set a default width and height for your table. Then enter a caption for your table. Optionally, you can also add a summary of what this table contains. Then click OK, and your table will be inserted into the document. You can simply edit each cell by clicking into the cell and typing the text. As you can see, it is simple to navigate from cell to cell by hitting Tab on your keyboard. You can also click to move the insertion point between cells. Just as in body text, you can apply inline styling to table cells. Inserting images is very simple in the Atlas editor as well. To insert an image, simply click on the Files tab to bring up a list of files that are in your project. Navigate to the directory that contains the image you would like to insert, and then click on the image name to insert it into the document at the insertion point. Atlas will automatically insert the image and provide a space for you to enter a caption. If you'd like to upload an image that is not already in your project, you can do that as well. Simply move the insertion point to the location in which you'd like to insert the image, go to your desktop and choose your image, and drag and drop it into the Atlas window. The image will automatically be uploaded to your Atlas project and inserted into the document. Again, you can add a caption for your image. In addition to images, Atlas also allows you to insert video content into your project. Simply move the insertion point to the location you'd like to insert the video, and click the Media Embed button in the styling toolbar. This will give you a field in which you can paste embed codes from YouTube, video, and other online video sites. Here we're pasting in an embed code from YouTube. Click OK to insert the video. As you can see, the video will be inserted directly into the document, and you can actually play the video right within Atlas. For scientific, technical, and mathematical publications, Atlas has styling buttons for inserting code listings as well as equations. To insert a code listing into your document, simply click the code listing button in the styling toolbar. This will insert a default code listing which you can then edit. To add a code language to your code listing, simply click on the tooltip below. This will pop open a field in which you can add the language for your code listing. This is a Ruby listing, so we will add a language of Ruby. We can also indicate whether or not the code language is executable, which can be used to employ special functionality for runnable code listings on the web. Click OK. When you set a language on your code listing, this will enable syntax highlighting capabilities in Atlas outputs. This means that your code listings will be color-coded based on their semantics, such that keywords will be in one color, strings will be in another color, and so on. You can edit the styling of syntax highlighting using your CSS style sheets, which we will discuss in another screencast. To insert equation content into Atlas, simply click on the calculator icon in the styling toolbar. Atlas supports embedding equations using LaTeX syntax, which is a popular syntax used in scientific, mathematical, and engineering communities. Here you can see the LaTeX syntax for the quadratic formula. But let's use another example. Here is the syntax for inserting the Pythagorean theorem. Simply enter the markup, click OK, and the equation will automatically be inserted into the Atlas document. The Atlas Visual Editor also allows you to add footnotes to your content. To insert a footnote, simply place the insertion point at the location in which you would like to add the footnote text. Then click the footnote icon in the styling toolbar. Then enter your footnote text. Then click OK to insert the footnote. In the Atlas ebook outputs, footnotes will either be floated to the bottom of the page or floated to the end of the chapter or section, depending upon the configuration and the output format. In the visual editor, simply mousing over a footnote icon will show you the text of that footnote. If your book will contain an index, you can use Atlas to insert index markers throughout the text to auto-generate a back-of-the-book index. To insert an index term, simply place the insertion point at the location in which the index marker should be added, and click the index term button in the Atlas styling toolbar. Then enter your primary index term. If there is a secondary or tertiary index term, you can add them as well. Similarly, if you have a C or C also value, add them in the corresponding fields. You can also add sort as attributes to indicate how a index term should be alphabetized. Additionally, if an index term is part of a range, when you create end-of-range index terms, simply add the ID corresponding to the starting index term. If you'd like to paste in content from Microsoft Word, you can take advantage of Atlas's Paste from Word capability. Simply go to a Word document and copy the text that you'd like to paste into Atlas. Set the insertion point for your paste, and click the Paste button in the toolbar. Then choose the Paste from Word option. Your browser may give you a warning about security settings and require you to paste the content in again. Click OK to insert the text into Atlas. Atlas also supports inserting a wide variety of paragraph styles into your content. For example, if you would like to insert a subsection into your content, choose Section from the Insert drop-down menu. Then enter your section title, and body text. In addition to subsections, Atlas supports insertion of sidebars, which can be used for tangential content. Atlas also supports insertion of notes, warnings, and block quotes. You may have noticed that in the Insert dropdown, many of the options are grayed out. This is because the Insert menu is context-aware. Because we are currently within a chapter, it would not make sense to insert another chapter within it. Therefore, the options available from the Insert menu are only those that are appropriate given the current context of the insertion point. Atlas makes it easy to leave comments for collaborators in your document. To insert a comment in your document, simply click the Comment button and insert the feedback that you would like to leave for other Atlas users. When other Atlas users open the document, they will see these comments, and then they can go back into the text and address them. And then they can either leave follow-up comments in response, or they can click the gray X next to the username to delete those comments. Behind the scenes, all the edits that you make to the Atlas content are archived in HTML format. To access the raw HTML markup for any Atlas document, simply click on the Code Editor button. This will display the raw HTML markup for your content. Any changes that you make to the HTML content will then be reflected back into the visual editor. When you toggle back to the visual editor, you will see your changes reflected. Similarly, any changes you make in the visual editor will be reflected the next time you toggle back to the code editor. Feel free to toggle back and forth between code and visual editor as needed. In the next screencast, you'll learn how to take the content that you've written and edited in the Atlas system and automatically build out to a variety of print and digital output formats, including EPUB, MOBI, PDF, and HTML.